Revolutionary solar eclipse in Nat Turner's birthday. Revolutionary new moon in Libra, Nat Turner's birthday. Oh yes, brothers and sisters. Didn't I tell y'all that Pluto is going into Aquarius November the 19th? That's why you seeing all this drama. All these celebrity takedowns. And now the port workers want to strike. And now the port workers want to strike. And now the port workers want to strike. It's revolution time. The only question, how long will it take for African people to get involved in this revolution? I want to talk to the HBCU presidents real quick. HBCU Edward Waters University, we have rescheduled for February. HBCU Edward Waters University in Jacksonville, Florida, we have rescheduled for Black History Month. Because the great Queen Orisha, grandmother of the ancestors, she had to take care of some business down in Jacksonville with Hurricane Helene, if that was a natural disaster and not an unnatural white man-made disaster. Only Olodumare knows that. Only Olodumare knows that. Only Olodumare know if Hurricane Helene was a natural disaster that was brought by Orisha or Yah, or was that the white man playing his biological games again. Rest in peace to all African lives that were lost during Hurricane Helene. They say it's one of the worst hurricanes to hit northern Florida in quite some time. More than 100 dead, hundreds of missing. We send condolences to the families. Brothers and sisters, here's what I want to say to the HBCU presidents. I just received word that some of the HBCUs, are entering into a contract allegedly with Adidas. Allegedly with Adidas. And Adidas allegedly is going to start selling HBCU tennis shoes, basketball shoes, and other athletic paraphernalia and apparel. Here's what I want to say to the HBCUs. You signing a deal with any non-African company opens us up to exploitation. Sometimes you don't have a choice but to sign a deal with a non-African company. I understand. Sometimes you don't have a choice to sign a deal with a non-African company. I understand. But when it comes to shoes, when we have a black man named Jan Mexlinger from Pennsylvania, when we have a black man by the name of Jan Mexlinger who invented the machine to make shoes. A black man invented the machine to make shoes. So I need the HBCUs to explain something to me. If black people invented shoemaking, if we invented the machine to make shoes, help me understand why the HBCUs of America cannot create their own shoe manufacturing company, putting ex-offenders to work, putting unemployed Africans to work, giving HBCU students valuable entrepreneurial experience. Help me understand why we can't make our own sneakers. You're going to let Adidas exploit the history of your university. Allegedly, you're going to let Adidas exploit the history of your university just so they can put your name on a pair of basketball shoes. How about you buy a whole bunch of sneakers yourself and have somebody put your name on the basketball shoe? I'm bringing this up because you're going to lose most of your profit because of who you're dealing with. You're going to lose most of your profit because of who you're dealing with. Why can't y'all get a whole bunch of cheap sneakers from China or whatever and pay somebody to put your logo on the sneaker and sell them to your alumni, sell them to your students, sell them to your faculty, your staff, sell them to your immediate community. Adidas is going to make hundreds of millions of dollars off of this agreement. Adidas is going to make hundreds of millions of dollars off of this agreement. I'm tired of us allowing people to appropriate our culture in the name of cash. I'm tired of us allowing people to appropriate our culture in the name of cash. The HBCU tradition is too sacred. It is too valuable. It is too important for us to let Adidas exploit the HBCU culture when you're only going to get pennies on a dollar. Why are we so comfortable with economic slavery? Why are we so comfortable with financial slavery in the name of Nat Turner? In the name of Nat Turner's top Lieutenant Hark? In the name of Nat Turner's loyal soldiers, Nelson, Sam, Will the Executioner, his wife Cherry, all the soldiers of Southampton, the Black Revolutionary Army of Southampton, Virginia, 1831, in the name of this solar eclipse in Libra, in the name of this new moon in Libra. Why can't we make our own shoes? Brothers and sisters, I want to leave that topic and I want to go to the Diddy and the port worker strike. I told y'all Diddy was a distraction. I told y'all Diddy was a distraction. That doesn't mean he's innocent. That does not mean he's innocent. Two things can be true at the same time. You can walk and chew gum. You can drive and talk on the phone. You can eat and you can breathe. Two things can be true at the same time, but Diddy was a distraction. I thought it was just for the election. It's bigger than that. That's a part of it, but it's bigger than that. Now you got the port workers striking. And part of the reason they striking is they getting tired of transporting sexually trafficked slaves in those big metal canisters that they move around. And so they need Diddy's sex trafficking allegations to distract us from the real sex trafficking allegation. Let me say it again. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. I need you to understand, overstand. They're going to distract you with Diddy, so you don't hear about the sex trafficking that is partly at the root of why the port workers are striking. The Amazon workers are striking. I told you this is the age of revolution. Y'all didn't want to listen to me. I told you Pluto is going into Aquarius. The next 16 years will be drama for your mama. I said the next 16 years on the planet Earth, I don't care where you live. I don't care where you live on this planet. The universal order is demanding revolutionary chaos. Revolutionary chaos for the next 16 years. What are black people going to do about that? What are black people going to do about that? We going to keep on being distracted with social media? Or we going to get up and try to fight for our liberation politically, economically, socially, spiritually, culturally?